Hey, Tom Olszewski with Coldwell Banker and Team Olszewski. And I'm here with the 2020 first quarter Menifee Real Estate Market update. Wow, not only have we just finished the first quarter of 2020, but we did it in the middle of a pandemic. We have experienced a couple of these over the years, but none at this level. So what does this mean for the real estate market here in Menifee? Well, for one, homes are coming on the market and they are selling. Inventory is real low, so this could actually be a good time to sell if you need to sell. I will show a chart of the last 7 days of activity in Temecula, Murrieta, French Valley, and Menifee so you can see firsthand the activity. Homes are being bought and sold if needed, and yes, the overall volume is down, but if needed, we can safely buy and sell homes in this type of market. To some, it's a good time with low supply and still high demand. Our business model has changed, and I have a couple of videos to show how we are actually working through this and getting homes sold safely. I will have links to these videos at the end of this one for you to take a look at if you haven't seen them yet. Well, I've been creating these market reports quarterly, and if you find them useful, please hit the like and subscribe button below. This is the Menifee Real Estate Market Update. So in this video, I will be providing detailed updates on how the Menifee real estate market ended up the first quarter of 2020 and how this quarter compares to the previous year. I will also give you some insight on what the experts are saying. This is not my opinion. These are experts in their field, and what they're saying about the 2020 real estate market and how it will be looking like as we come out of this pandemic. There was a lot of detail for this to look at in the future, so I will actually create a video that I will call the top 5 things you want an answer for during this pandemic. Well, first, I want to review some news updates on the financial outlook for the country overall. And over the past year, the market sounded the recession alarm. This was back in 2019. The average financial forecaster was predicting a 33% chance of a recession over the next year, this year. And as of the beginning of the year, the new recession model improved significantly, and it was suggesting only a 20% probability. This was the 2020 U.S. Outlook recently published by Goldman Sachs. January and February of this year were 2 of the best months we have had in the beginning of the year in a long time in our local real estate market. Well, that all came to a screeching halt in March. Again, I will touch base more on this in a separate video. So let's get to the Menifee real estate market and how it ended the year. Overall, it remains steady and is still in a seller's market, but just not a crazy seller's market like we saw in the spring of 2018, but pretty close. It's still a very strong market with only 1.9 months of inventory and homes on average selling in about 31 days if priced right. The number of active listings is much lower than a year ago, down 34.1%, but it's kind of interesting. The total number of sales is up year over year, 13.6%. And as we head into the second quarter of 2020, we are not seeing the usual increase in the number of total active listings yet in all segments as we leave the lows of the beginning of the year and build for prime time real estate during the summer months. Primarily because of the pandemic, not everybody can sell. And as I had stated previously, even with this pandemic, it's actually a better market to buy and sell as affordability is very good, driven by low interest rates and the conventional rates looking like 3.25%. FHA VA is down as low as 2.875%. And this lack of inventory with a lot of buyers still looking to take advantage of the low interest rates could mean more money for your home if you sell now before the summer rush. Well, let's see how the overall real estate market looked ending up the first quarter of 2020 overall, and take a look at this last month year over year. So let's dive deeper and see what the detailed numbers look like here in Menifee. We will look at the closed sales in Menifee at the end of March. And at the end of March 2020, there were a total of 184 closed sales in the city of Menifee of all price ranges and types of homes. This compares to 162 closed sales at the end of March 2019, which is a year-over-year increase of about 13.6%. The number of sales is above the 2019 numbers, and last year they did not start to pick up until April. Last year, sales actually had peaked in August with 218 homes sold. May was pretty close, and that matched the best month of 2018. All predictions are indicating the third and fourth quarters of 2020 should be a good time for selling and buying, especially if the interest rates stay low as they are predicting and we come off this total lockdown and people get back to work. The next biggest increase occurred in the under 400,000 to 699 segment, up 29.1% year over year. The biggest surprise came in the over 700,000 price range, as there was actually no activity comparing year over year. Next, we will look at the number of active listings, and I have a slide on this to show the decrease in listings overall. And as of the end of March, there were 346 active listings in the city of Menifee, which is actually down from 525 the previous year, decreasing 34.1%. This has been relatively flat or declining in certain segments since January. This number varies by segments, with the largest decrease being in the over 900,000 price range, down 83.1% year over year. It is important to understand these numbers, so if you want to sell your home and it doesn't look great with this less competition, it would be easier to sell. If you need to make improvements, we can help you with that. We have a Revitalize program, and if you go to our new video blog, I have videos covering such as what top 5 things you can do to get top dollar when you sell your home. The next important number we will look at is how many months of supply of listings do we currently have in Menifee. This, along with the number of sales, indicates what type of market we have today. Where are we ending up the first quarter of 2020? So, are we still in a seller's market, or was there a shift with this pandemic? Well, the data as of the end of March shows 1.9 months of inventory available for buyers. This is down 50% overall year over year, with the neutral point being 6 months. We are definitely still in a strong seller's marketplace overall, and pretty close to the crazy seller's market like we had first and second quarters of 2018. Very competitive for buyers, great for sellers, especially on nice homes. Because of the diverse types of property we have here in Menifee, there is a difference depending upon what price segments you are interested in. The two bookends and opposite ends of the spectrum are the over 900,000 segment has 1 month supply, down 50%. The other end of the spectrum is the 700 to 899 price segment that now has 3.5 months supply, making it to still be a seller's market, but plenty to choose from for buyers. If you have questions about your specific neighborhood or home, please give us a call or send an email, and we can give you specifics for your area in Menifee and your particular home. Next, we look at home values. Are they still increasing here in Menifee? Well, the median sales price for March in Menifee overall is $387,995. This compares to a year ago in March where the median sales price was $377,889. This shows about a 2.7% increase year over year, and that's what the experts are predicting we'll see. Again, it is important to know that this combines all types of homes and price points. This overall number has a big dependency with how many lower priced homes and higher priced homes sell during the time period we're looking at. The biggest segment increase was the under 400,000 price range, and it's up 4%. It is different for different areas within Menifee, with a large number of brand new homes, estate homes, 55 plus, and older homes. Predictions are that the housing growth will still maintain a positive growth rate for the next 12 months. Even if we should see an economic slowdown and the second quarter is going to be tough because of the pandemic, home values are still predicted to increase in value just slightly, which is a good thing. So just to show that the market is still strong, here are the numbers pertaining to the percentage of sales price to the original list price. Homes overall in Menifee sold at 99.5% overall, increasing slightly by 0.9%. In the 400 to 699 segment, homes were selling at 100% of list price. So with the current lack of inventory, there is a possibility of bidding wars on homes in great shape and a good location. Every home, regardless of the year built, has a completely updated price and a needs work price, and somewhere in between. The next number to be aware of is the number of days a home stays on the market before selling. For Menifee, at the end of March, that number was 31 days, pretty average. And this number reflects a 19.2% increase year over year. The last item I wanted to quickly provide an update on is how our mortgage rates are currently looking as of the end of March. Rates have remained steady as of the end of the quarter. Recent rates, though, have come down and are floating around 3.25% for 30-year fixed conventional. FHA VA is at 2.875%, depending upon the lender. It's down slightly again. Rates have definitely not increased like the experts were thinking they would this year so far, but they are expected to rise slightly in the second half of 2020 once we get through this pandemic and people get back to work. So if you've been thinking about buying your first home or upsizing or downsizing and need a loan, this spring is still a great time to sell and buy if you can before the rates go up. 2019 was the best year for mortgage rates since 2011, but with these current low rates, 2020 could break that record again if the rates continue to stay low. Loan limits have adjusted now for 2020, and for conventional, the loan limit is up to $510,400, and for FHA, it's up to $442,750 for Riverside County. Other counties are different. Well, I hope this market update has been helpful. Stay safe while we were still under the stay-at-home guidelines. And if you have been thinking about buying or selling and would like more information, please feel free to contact me directly at 951-506-5744 or email at tom@tamolsuski.com. If you would like to receive future market updates, please click the subscribe button either below or above, and there will be a slide also at the end of this video on ways to contact us. The bottom line today, as I see it, is even with the lockdown, it's still a great time to buy and sell if you can with these low interest rates. More inventory should pick up and it'll get better buying. So for now, this is Tom Olszewski with Team Olszewski and Caldwell Banker signing out. Make it a great day.